Very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carlos Watkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Steps away to his left. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. No score after 1 on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Wilson going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They run here with Dowdle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 3. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They run again with Dowdle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. 2nd and 11 now. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run again. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.